Bloody hell, I'm scared with that intro. I was down like this.
That was fantastic.
Very impressed with the blog went up. I was like, whoa.
That's good.
Because we're a scary channel, that's why I had to have that scary intro.
No, I liked it. It was great. It was awesome.
Welcome. Thanks for joining us tonight, guys.
You can't keep a good thing down.
I felt creative last night, so I decided to go and create a...
Yeah, no, it was great. I really enjoyed it.
Great work, mate. It was awesome, mate.
Yeah, that was sick.
Thanks, guys. Let's say hi to the chat, hey?
Yeah.
We have Zazel. G'day, Zazel.
Hey,
Thanks
Zazel.
for joining us.
G'day,
I think that comment's been there a while. Rolando. Thanks for Rolando. And, oh, no, we don't want that one. And, oh, we've got that one.
Oh, hey.
Here's Salicious. You just scratched his bum. Rum scratched his bum.
I hope it's not like a dog across the carpet, though. That'd be a bad thing.
Dirty little monkey lizard. Scotty.
Crusher. He's on the chat.
We've got Jewel. Thanks,
Hey,
Jewel.
How you going?
Hey, Jules.
Did you all see Jules on the weekend?
Yes. Yeah, we got to meet her. Yeah, it was awesome.
Excellent.
Absolutely good to see her in person.
Good.
Yeah.
Finally.
Good time. Yeah.
And we've got Phil here. Go Queensland. What?
Go Queensland.
Phil, you bloody traitor.
Take that.
He's got the spanner. Block him.
Yeah.
Phil, he's confused. I think it's because he's closer to Queensland than New South Wales. Is that why?
Oh, that's it. Oh, yeah.
Probably.
Hey, we got Nate from the Retro Tinker. G'day, Nate. Thanks for joining us. He was go and check Nate out. He was on Mo Tuesdays. I think it was last week.
Okay.
Was it the last week or the week before? I lose track of time.
It was
last week. Yeah.
Thanks. that was a lot of fun, that one. Then we've got Daniel, my mate Daniel. Yeah,
Phil, as long as you don't scratch the sniff Rum's bum, you'll be okay.
So Matt, just a shout out to Insane in the Toy Brain. So that's a brand new YouTube channel by Dan.
Oh,
yeah,
it is. Where are they? I'm getting down there. I've got Cosmic Star.
Fellow Paul Augustian. G'day, mate. How are you? Good to see you.
Yeah.
Go him if you like Pokemon.
And is this Enzo, Retro Aussie Gamer?
Hey, Enzo.
Enzo, we got Classified. G'day, Classified.
G'day, Classified.
Fancy meeting you here. Thanks for joining us. And there's there you go. Great intro. Thank you.
Yeah.
Dan and Monique.
Thanks,
thank
Dan
you.
and Monique.
Yeah. That's the new one. Action Figure World. G'day. Thank you for joining us. Gee, we've got a lot of people, a lot of new names as well. Anthony White.
21 in the chat already. Let's smash that white.
Gee whiz.
Gee, okay. We've got
Dean's on. That's why everyone's come to see Dean.
Yeah, Dean. Whenever Dean rocks up.
And Ryan. It's the Western Australian Mexican. So
guess we got. Oh, here we go. We got.
There you go.
Love it.
He's a good mate of mine. Yeah.
As Gaz. Hey,
Gaz.
Well, thank you guys. Thank you for joining us on this. It's a bit of an impromptu one, but
yeah.
I thought, about time that we had it's been a couple of weeks since we've all caught up. Well, not for you guys. Some of you guys caught up on the weekend, didn't you?
It's been a couple of days.
We certainly did.
4 out of the 6 did, definitely.
Yeah.
We were supposed to be there, but this didn't happen. So
no. They just continue on without us. It's the way to go.
Yeah, it'll happen later in the year.
Always next time. Yeah.
Always next time.
Yeah,
that's right. Yeah, there's a few more for the year, so we'll get to one of those, I'm sure. So we're just going to have a chat, catch up. We'll talk Collecticon. Dan he's got something coming up as well. That's pretty big. show some pickups from Collect.
Bigger than Ben Hur.
Hey, Carl.
Yeah. There's
G'day,
Carl.
Carl.
There he is. Everyone met you too,
Hey,
Carl.
Carl.
Yeah.
Sure,
Yeah,
they
met
all...
him on Sunday. Yeah.
Yeah,
I was
we
doing
got
some filming and he was like, "Hey, Ryan." I was like, "Who's that?" Oh, hey.
Carl was giving away free hugs.
Yeah. He was.
Excellent. There's nothing wrong with that.
You
Was there a
charged
toy
me for
attached to that
mine.
hug by any chance? Or...
What?
$5 each. I don't know.
You billed me
$5.
for my hug. What's going on with that?
He
Did you
did
have
want to
your
show
hand
up
down
and
or
look at
throw
Rooster, mate.
Salacious. Salacious reckons Ed 5 has the longest snake out of all these pommies.
True that.
He does.
I
Fair
could do
enough.
without, but I haven't fed him, so he might be a bit angry.
And we've all seen his snake as well, haven't we?
No, probably.
Have you guys seen his snake? No.
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 Yeah, there you go.
I'm scared to weigh in on this.
Yeah.
It's not what you're thinking. Put it that way.
Okay.
I could go get him, I guess, but
Maybe later.
anyway, maybe
Maybe
later.
later.
Maybe he's
Yeah.
asleep. Maybe he needs, yeah. So we'll start with you, Dan. How you been?
I'm doing well, mate. Yeah,
What have you been up
I'm
to?
not bad at all. Not a real lot. I've been hanging out on Salacious's channel doing some Lego builds the last couple of weeks, and so I built this little bad boy on the weekend.
nice.
And
Oh, cool.
Star Wars love.
Yeah, yeah.
And then built this one the week before, which was a creator set, the same one that Dean got Matt for being sick.
Nice.
So I'm going to keep him in Shogun form because, yeah, not bad.
That's why I've got him too.
Yeah,
Looks
I
cool,
think
that
that's the best out of the three. Just a bit disappointed there's no actual fist or anything. It's just like this little nub. But anyway, for Tem, for the price that it was, you can't go wrong. And it being a 3-in-1 set, at least you can interchange it to something else if you want. But yeah. So that one and that one.
Does that change into like other things, or is it just like?
So this one can change into a dragon, I think,
Yep.
and it might be a ship or it looks a bit like a cross between an eagle ship or something like that.
Yeah,
And,
cool.
You could wear that as a hat.
This one.
No. So the Dragon Warrior can wear it as a hat. He can put it on his head.
There we go.
Looks like a rooster.
Yes.
Fine.
But yeah, apart from that, no real pickups to mention. Just did some unboxing on the last live stream with Salacious. Thank you, Andrew, for this.
Oh yeah. Does it play?
Don't know, but you said it was stuck together, but I managed to get it out quite easy. So.
I think it's just an LP of her moaning a lot.
Yes. But that's definitely going in with the rest of the collection. So good old Sam Fox. But yeah, and then I unboxed some stuff that Matt helped me get some figures. But I guess recently,
We can come back and have a look at those, Dan, if you like.
Yeah, Big W had a clearance as well just recently, and I did get some bargain discounts. $5 for that one, and
Nice,
$5 for that one.
Gee whiz.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Wait a sec.
Yeah,
That make you big again.
Wow, there's some
So
Just
three
really?
figures.
Yes,
Normal
yeah,
normal retail's $25
$5.
Gee.
for $5,
That's incredible.
and $5 for her, and that was a Big W though. And Tika got him or her for $17, down from $50.
Gee,
So
Excellent.
that was
pretty good pickup.
being in the right spot at the right time.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
We've got Usual Mike. Usual Mike's upset
Mike.
because we're like
Mike.
streaming through State of Origin.
Hey, Mike.
Yeah, Mike.
It doesn't matter,
We
Mike.
knew-
You live in New South Wales and you're from Queensland, so you're following the best of both worlds.
That's it. watching the game in South Australia.
I'm a New South Welshman, mate, so I've actually got a Blues Waratahs jumper from back in the 80s. So collector's item.
How you going, Dean? We'll go to you next.
I'm well, Matt. I'm well. Thank you back for the invite. Yeah. For those who don't know, Andrew, Scott, Ryan, and myself, and a bunch of others, like we just finished a whole weekend toy hunting. I won't go into too much detail because I know there's videos coming out from a couple of the boys here, but yeah, Collecticon and a few other little haunts around Western Sydney. So yeah, some good pickups for mine. I put up a couple of things on Instagram already. So and I have a few things to show here.
We'll come back.
Yeah, I won't.
Yeah, and like yeah, you guys are. Man, it was almost it's like our Melbourne weekend that we did. It's just it's pretty full on, isn't it? And then you got to go back to work. Yeah. Like, what's that all about?
Get reality today.
Back to reality.
I actually prepped it, so I took Monday off.
Yeah.
I
took Monday and Tuesday off, so there you go.
Yeah, well, you had to fly back. Yeah.
I had to fly back. Yeah.
You were getting a bit delirious on
Scotty,
the
how you been, man?
That's it.
I'm good, mate. I didn't take Monday or Tuesday off, so I was straight back into it. Yeah, but it was a big weekend, and I honestly feel like I'm still kind of settling back into the routine afterwards because you know, we're up early both days, whether it was you know, picking Ryan and Dave up from the airport on Saturday morning or standing at the front of the Penrith Valley Regional Sports Club first thing on Sunday morning. It was early starts, and then it was kind of back here to film pieces to camera and pickups and whatnot at the end of the day until it was time to pack it up. So, Cal Shaolin, what's going on? Yes, it was full on, and then up early Monday and back to work. So I'm still getting my bearings, but it was awesome, man. I was sitting at work yesterday feeling like some withdrawals from talking toys. Like I felt like Monday I kind of had a busy work day and didn't really have much time to kind of think about the videos I was working on or the weekend that we had. And yesterday I was like, you know what? It's been a day and I haven't like really spoken toys with anyone. So yeah, it was good. It was a good fun weekend. Yeah.
That's good. And Ryan, how you welcome?
Thank you.
How you been?
Thanks, yeah, I've been well, man. As Scott said, it was just a whirlwind of a weekend, and it was just awesome to catch up with everyone again. So yeah, thank you again, Scott, for picking us up from the airport and taking us where we needed to go, man. It's really helped us out a lot.
More than happy to help.
Yeah. But yeah, we got the... Sorry, go.
No, you go. Sorry.
Yeah, we got the red eye in, so we were didn't get much sleep. An hour or 2 hours sleep, so we were pretty dead the whole day. So we crashed around 6 o'clock Saturday night, but then we were up ready to go on Sunday morning when Scott came and picked us up. So yeah, that was pretty awesome.
Yeah, I was going to ask how the flights were. Obviously, you didn't have any problems.
No, flights were good. Getting to Sydney and also getting back to Perth as well. So yeah.
Would you do it again, Ryan? Like, would you plan the flights the way you did this last weekend? You know, next time, or have you learnt your lesson on the red eye and you just, you know, come in the night before? And what was your experience?
I think we were talking about this on Sunday. I think I would probably come in a night before just so that can kind of acclimatise to the Sydney 2 hour difference, and that way be ready to go. If we did it again next year. So yeah, that definitely plan a bit better.
Yeah, I mean, I don't blame you doing what you did to kind of make the most of your time here. You know, touchdown first thing in the morning and straight into it. But
that's correct.
You know, when we were kind of toy hunting on Saturday morning, for the boys, it still felt like the Friday because they're in the same clothes that they were in when they hopped on the flight the night before. Right. So it was all kind of blending into one. So and then after we finished up on Saturday, we were heading back to the Taylors for a couple of beers. The boys were kind of nodding off in the car. So it was it was a big one.
That's why I had 2 beers because I was fully nodded off when I got back to the hotel.
And Andrew, how you going, Andrew?
Good, excellent.
Good. You got a different Space 1999 shirt on tonight, I notice.
Yeah, I got Alan Carter's on, so the other one. There we go.
There you go, the yellow sleeve.
Yeah, so that's the pilot. Yeah.
I got something. Good. I got something off eBay the other day, and because my eBay symbol is Nick Tate, the lady I bought him off, she goes, "Is that Nick Tate? He's so cool." And now we're carrying on a whole conversation about Nick Tate on eBay.
It's just a shame we can't get him on and talk to him on, over a live stream or something. It'd be really cool.
Yeah, that would be. It would be for us. I don't know about the younger generation.
We don't care.
You never know.
I'm just Googling Nick Tate so I can take part in this conversation.
We can feel the love. Sorry, I cut you off, Andrew. How you been otherwise?
Yeah, good. Yeah, we had a good time at the toy show. I didn't have my mate here to get me up in the morning, so it was really hard to get up and go.
You still got there earlier than us, dude.
He was.
Yeah, I know.
He was first in line.
Well, you having a great morning.
Yep. Early bird gets the worm, right?
Yeah, well, that's right. Yeah, so it was pretty good. It was pretty productive. We went to Kyle's place at Second Childhood Toys, isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah. So
on Saturday.
Yeah. So that was pretty good. Picked up something there, and then the toy show, and picked up quite a little bit actually. all Joes, all GI Joes.
Yeah, you did really well, the Joes. Yeah.
Do we want to start showing some stuff?
Yeah. Well, while you're at it.
Yeah, while we're talking about it. All right. Kyle's.
You might as well start us off, Andrew.
All right. Okay then.
Yes.
Make me big.
There you are. You're big. Crack moment.
Not small, that's for sure.
All right. At Kyle's, I had this off before, but I got this, and that's the G.I. Joe's whale, and as you can see, it's a fair size hunk of plastic, and but it's actually complete. So it's got depth charges there on the side. They're all there. The guns are all there. The missiles are all there. And something that Matt and we watched on YouTube, these little fins on the back of the fans, apparently they're really hard to get and always missing. But as you can see, they're all there. So
that's incredible.
And they even it has a little sled that comes out the front. Little sled that was there. So and for some reason there's a little motorbike, a little weird motorbike that comes out of it. Looks like a little scooter or something, but I don't know. I don't know why. They need, and that fits in there, and that was there, and it's got the driver. But other things, I've got about 10 different vehicles. That was on Kyle's. And I got the whale, but at the toy show, I got about 10 Joe vehicles. So got this one. It's all got the missiles.
Gee whiz.
I'm out of
awesome.
Yeah. So that's a Skyhawk, isn't it? You said, Matt? Because I'm still learning.
Yeah, Skyhawk.
I'm still learning the names for all these things. There's all these names. These two. These two, and I had this one before, but it was missing the missiles, and this one had the missiles, and most importantly, the antenna, because they're always the antenna snapped off. So, and this one here, it's a little square, little hovercraft thing. Now, as I said, I'm only new into it, so I'm not sure on the names. So, forgive me there if you're a Joe fan. This one here's like a flat gun.
Help you out, or Gaz.
Yeah, a flat gun, and it had all the missiles in it. It had all the missiles on it, so that was cool.
Andrew, are these all from the same seller, or were these all over the place?
No, it was the same seller. I kept on going back and going, and then I went back and nibbled and nibbled. I was like a shark. I went back and nibbled, and then I just went. And this poor guy, he came up and he goes, "Oh, do you have more Joes?" And he goes, "Yeah, he bought it all."
Can we give the seller a shout out, Andrew? Who was it?
What was his name? The one that was next to the Turtles guy.
Oh, Tony B.
Tony B.
Yeah,
Tony B.
He had it. Yeah, so he had them all. The only thing that these didn't have the stickers. We had the sticker sheets. I'll have to get them off him. He had sticker sheets for him, but they had what else did we get? I think this one was Cobra Fang. I think that's what they call it.
Yes.
Another that one just comes apart.
Good morning, Joe.
G'day, Joe.
Hey, Joe.
Another one here. I got
Yeah, Joe.
one other
What's that one?
vehicle.
Oh, wait, Andrew, bring it back. What is it? Bring it
Andrew,
back.
take your time, mate. You're not on the clock.
Yeah,
That's some rocket, isn't it?
yeah,
I'm gonna do it in six. I'm gonna do it in 60 seconds. That's my gag.
No, you don't.
Andrew, take your time, mate.
Okay, sorry. I got that one. It looks like it's a Cobra one.
Dragonfly. The Dragonfly, I think.
Yep.
Oh, it is. The little floats come up and down.
And I think you're missing a rudder off the back. So there
Oh,
should be
okay.
a tail section with a
Oh,
fluorescent
okay.
green sort of.
Oh, okay. Missing a rudder.
Yeah.
All right. I'll have to find that.
Mental note.
What's this one? I got this dude.
On your Orlando.
Yeah.
What's
Got-
that?
got- Is that the armadillo? No.
Armadillo?
Yeah, it's got missiles. I've got missiles for it. So it came
Gee.
with it. This one here, it's like an Osprey one, actually.
Andrew, I think someone said it's a Dreadnought vehicles.
Yeah, but I
Phil
still
and
think
Gaz.
it's called the Dragonfly. I think it was a Dreadnought vehicle, but I think it's called the
Yeah.
Dragonfly.
Yeah, this one with the little engines go up and down, like like those American Ospreys. They do that. That's got all the missiles to it, and it came with a sticker sheet, which I
Does it
have.
come with a canopy?
Pardon?
Did it come with a canopy or it's just open like
I'd have to check it. This one is like a little base.
I used to have one of those as a kid.
party?
So did I.
That was
I
Yeah.
remember you really picked up well on the GI Joes.
Yeah, and
We apologise to Australia. Andrew's bought all the GI Joes.
because of my helicopter, the helicopter I've got, this one, I was missing the driver. So I was missing the driver on that, and I found him there at the show, lift ticket.
Huh,
And
nice.
And he was only $10, and to get him out, it's really hard to get because he only comes with the helicopter.
With the vehicle, yeah.
Yeah, so I found him. I saw him there and went, "Oh, I know who that is," and and I grabbed him. So yeah, so I was really happy, and you know, and I was saying to before we got on, I said I had all these years ago. I had all these accessories from a big haul I got from a church sale, and anyway, I never knew what the accessories were for, but I found the figure, and I had all the accessories for him. This is Blizzard. So I had his hat, and his backpack, and his snowshoes.
Yeah.
And so I was really happy to get him loose and get him home and put all the accessories together with him.
That's complete
You know?
too. That's awesome.
Wow.
That's
Yeah,
incredible.
so you know, it was really good. So yeah, so I did well on the G.I. Joe front.
You did indeed. My goodness. Well, there you go. Phil's favourite is the Tomahawk.
It just
Don't
shows.
That one he just had. Yeah.
It shows the benefit of that early bird ticket as well for CollectorCon.
Absolutely.
Right. We all get it.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, to get in and find things because, I mean, I looked around and it was really hard to find. I don't know if you're noticing it too, guys. So to get the older stuff. So
Yeah.
especially to find older G.I. Joe stuff and
vintage
things
stuff.
like that.
Yeah. Well, even turtles like I know myself, Scott, Dan, not Ed Five, but Dan and Monique.
Dan
We all just went to the turtle guy. Like if we went there first, yeah, stuff would just be scooped up so quickly.
Did you have to buy another Seacoast to take your stuff home, Ryan?
No, actually, I had a checked on luggage this time, so
Mm.
I was very lucky. Dave didn't buy too much, so yeah, we loaded it up and didn't have to go to the post office this time. So yeah.
Brilliant.
We're gonna go with you next, Ryan. While you're talking.
All right, yeah, sure.
How was it like for you? Like CollectorCon? Is it something? Was it better than last year or?
Yeah, it was slightly different to last year. Obviously, there was a lot more stores this time. But I was kind of, in the similar boat with everyone else. So I kind of felt there wasn't a lot of vintage stuff there as there was last year. So you had to really kind of go through and dig through each store. And And then about an hour in, I just started finding, little bits and pieces. And then someone would come up to me and go, hey, I saw this over here, or saw that over there, or, do you want this? And so, yeah, it was good. We all sort of worked together to find different bits and pieces, which was great.
No, that's good. Did you see a lot of a lot of people that knew you, like coming up to you and talking to you?
There was a couple of store owners, a certain store, I can't remember their name, but he said, I saw your episode on your channel from Collecticon last year, and bought a couple of things off them, and they gave me a Doctor Who mug for free. And they're like, we want you to have this. And I'm like, you sure? And they're like, yeah. So that was pretty cool to be able to get that. But yeah, a lot of people sort of coming up and saying hello. So yeah, it was good.
No, it's excellent. I like it. Like sometimes, like you're walking around and people call you out of nowhere, and you kind of like it. I'm not used to that. Like people coming up and introducing themselves and going, they watch you, and you're like, oh, okay. Like you got to remember where you are. You've been.
That's correct. Well, I would say that. Yeah, I would say the difference with this time is I was doing a lot more talking with people and the store owners and that, because I felt more comfortable this time. So yeah, I was probably doing more talking than actually picking up stuff, but then it kind of just worked hand in hand. So yeah. So
it happens all the time. They run up and go, "Oh, let's keep on collecting. Sign my chest."
Yeah, right. Is that why you had your shirt off all day?
Yeah. What were you going to say, Dan?
Ryan. Sorry, Ryan. Yeah. So, Collecticon in Sydney. What's that like compared to what you have over there in Perth?
Yeah, so we obviously have Nexus Toy Fair, which is once every 3 months, and that's generally just one big hall with probably about 150 to 200 stalls. And then we also have the Collector Zone Toy Fair, which is a bit closer to where I live. That's also once every 3 months, but that's generally just one hall as well. But actually, it's funny, the same weekend I was there, they actually had a mega one with 3 halls to celebrate 10 years of their toy fair.
That'd be right.
Yeah, I was like, oh, okay. Well, I'm already coming to Collecticon, but I've got some friends that were actually doing stalls and stuff, and they said it was pretty incredible. But yeah, as you know, you can't be 2 places at once. So yeah,
no, you can't. Before you start, this is Joe has just said a fun fact: if you take the rear seats out of the Tomahawk, Andrew, you can transport the recon sled. I don't know if you've seen that.
Okay,
but there you go. Fun fact.
I had the Ark of the Covenant in the back of it before, but
good morning, Random Rick Reviews.
Can I watch them every now
and then? Yeah, it's true comment, but wow.
Random Rick Reviews coming in with the hot take in the morning.
Yeah, that's it.
Which I can't disagree with because I only collect vintage stuff. But yeah, there you go.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so feel free to, if you wanted to show just a couple of things, Ryan. I know you got a video coming out, so you don't know.
Yeah, that's right. So I've just decided to choose 2 items to kind of highlight from Saturday and Sunday. So when we went to Second Childhood Toys, they obviously had a lot of Centurion stuff, which I'm trying to sort of pick up. And they had some accessories. The figures and accessories were a bit out of my reach, but he did do a good deal for one accessory for Jack Rockwell. So I'll show you that one.
Is that the one that looks like Harrison Ford? Sorry.
Yes, that's correct. Yep. Yeah. So here's my Jack Rockwell, who is modelled after Harrison Ford.
Sweet.
Wow.
So I was able to pick up this part, which basically goes on the back of him. And this is part of the Wild Weasel configuration.
Okay.
Yeah, right. And that's his. Oh, yeah, there you go. That comes down like that.
Yeah. So pretty awesome.
Like that. That's incredible, yeah.
So I know Luke from Reynolds Reviews recently did a whole thing on this. So I've still got a bit of parts to go, but I got a good deal on it. So I was like, you don't see these kind of parts very often. So that's
Didn't it have legs that snapped onto it? Ryan, didn't it have legs, a couple of extra legs for it?
So on the bottom, there's supposed to be little spurs that kind of stick out so that the legs will actually kind of stay there. But at the moment, it's just that part. Yeah, little pegs.
I thought there was other pieces to it there. There was like other wheels or something.
There is. All I could see was that part for that setup. So yeah.
Okay.
But yeah.
Does Luke have that one? I can't remember seeing that in his video on the weekend.
Yeah, he's got this called Wild Weasel.
He's got that one.
He's got the full. Okay. He's got the full outfit. So yeah, rewatch that. But yeah, so that's Wild Weasel. Yep.
Yep. That's awesome.
And then from Toytacular, I managed to pick up pretty cool. This was still there. So Captain Planet ring.
Nice.
He also posted a couple of the figures, but they went pretty quick. But he said that this was still there, so I'm like, I'll grab it. So, but basically this is an electronic ring. So you basically put the different earth, wind, fire symbols in, and it spins around. But yeah, I've got a couple of Captain Planet figures, and when I saw it, I thought, yeah, that would look really nice with other figures in the collection room. So there you go. That's
sweet backdrop. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Luke's in the chat for you, Matt. Ryan.
He heard us talking about him.
Yeah, I got a Wild Weasel part.
There you go.
You're late to the
a highlight.
Yeah. So that's kind of my two highlights from Saturday and Sunday. Obviously, I got a lot more, but I want to sort of reserve that for the episodes.
Sure.
But
I was going to say, because you were walking around arms like this at one point.
That's correct. Yeah. So I got like 1 or 2, 3 figures, and I was like, oh yeah, this is kind of good. And I was with my mate Dave, and then he was like, I'm going to go off and find something else. I'm like, cool. And then as soon as he left, that's when I started picking up all this stuff. And he's come back, and I've got 3 bags. He's like, what happened to you? I was like, I don't know, it just all appeared.
So Ryan, did you go past Toytacular early and see those figures and like think, oh, I'll have a think about them and come back later and the Captain Planet figures were gone, or
not at all? No,
you didn't even see them.
No, I didn't even see them. So I got to them last. Yeah,
so
I got to them.
They were selling just as you and I, Scott, were there.
Yeah, I thought so, but I wasn't sure if Ryan went there before us.
Yeah.
No, I didn't get there until after you. Yeah, because he posted it on his Facebook page. Yeah.
Oh, gotcha. Because it's such a classic Toy Fair thing. It's like on the first lap you see them and you're like, oh, you know what? If they're still there on my next pass, I might pick them up. And it's like, oh, it wasn't meant to be. They're gone, or you just filthy at yourself for not picking them straight up. You know what I mean? So
yeah, that's correct. Yeah, no, he said they went straight away, and he was surprised that the Captain Planet ring was still there. So I'm like, oh, I'll grab it. So yeah,
the Captain Planet packaging art, like the card art, box art on the box stuff's pretty awesome, man. Definitely stands out.
That's why I got it, man. It's so colorful, so vibrant. Yeah. I just love that era. It's from 1991 by Tiger Toys.
So you're not going to wear the ring?
I was going to ask you that.
I don't think it will fit, but for you, Andrew.
What was your go-to ring, Ryan?
Sorry?
What was your go-to ring in the set?
In Captain Planet.
Yeah.
Captain Planet.
So I was water.
Got to be fire.
Water. Yeah, I would probably say it would probably be fire. Yeah.
What about you, Dean?
Mine was water. Yeah. Water.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I always like fire in Captain Planet.
I guess it's that whole, like, because I'm a massive fan of Aquaman and all that. I just love the water.
So.
Yeah.
Mine would have to be wind or something like that, because that's what I have a lot of at the moment. So
yeah,
as you get older,
I might have the matching ring.
So I'll go through it. So you got Earth, Wind, Water, Fire, Heart, and then Captain Planet. So that's like they all combine to that. And
but batteries included. So yeah. Yeah, that Captain Planet cartoon intro has just been stuck in my head for the past 30 years.
Yes. Yep.
Do you have any, Scott, of Captain Planet stuff?
Nah, I remember watching the cartoon as a kid, but I mean, I would have been too into other stuff at the time for it to kind of, like, I don't know about you guys. I was never the kind of kid that had more than one action figure line at one time. Like, whatever I was into, I was kind of all into it. And in 1991, I wouldn't have quite been into wrestling yet, but I probably still would have been into Turtles. So I enjoyed the animated series of Captain Planet, but the toys weren't getting my attention.
Oh, there you go. Andrew's got a Captain Planet.
They're a Captain Planet. It's good.
What the powers are you?
Tremendous mullet.
I'd have to pick wind because I'm full of piss of wind.
Yeah.
I remember World for Kids with the toy shop, and they had a whole aisle of this crap. And I remember seeing it, and I went, what a lot of rubbish, And they had the vehicles and the figures and everything like that. And if you had hindsight, and I go, because they were really cheap, They were getting rid of them because World for Kids were, and now they're worth an absolute fortune, aren't they?
It's hard to get.
Phil makes an interesting comment about like the environmentally friendly message. It's funny because that early 90s period, there was like a lot of different properties that had that, like Toxic Crusaders had like the environmentally friendly message. But to me, and like just in a way cooler way though, that like Playmates mutant vibe just appeals to me a lot more than what Tiger was doing with Captain Planet in terms of those toys.
Right.
Well, the girl that said wind freaked Pete out, so but doesn't have much.
There was a girl that said wind.
Yeah, the girl
that was
wind.
She had the wind power, did she?
Was it Ika? Ika, her name?
I can't recall, man.
She was
I remember
from
Wheeler.
I think
Fire.
I think she was from the Soviet Union back then. I think, yeah.
Linker. Did you say Linker? Yeah.
Yeah, close.
Yeah, Linker.
Where was she from?
Linker.
Did it say what country she's from?
No, it just says what she can command. Yeah.
No worries, Tom.
Scott, Google.
But it says it's got light and sound, so that's where the battery comes in, which is pretty cool.
Wonder if the battery still works.
Yeah. I won't
After
be
30 years.
Yeah. That would be cool, though.
It'll be original 30-year-old battery, so maybe.
That's right.
Yeah.
Is Undercover Turtle Dave?
Yes.
Oh, hey, mate.
Okay.
You're more than welcome.
Dave.
It was great to meet you as well.
Well, he's undercover.
Yeah, he certainly is.
Yeah, no, it was great.
Dean's got a lot to say. We're going to make Dean big. We're going to go with Dean now,
All right.
I think.
Push him out there.
So, yeah, my
What was the,
I can't even remember what I
did
bought
you guys
on
make a plan of attack like on Sunday? Oh, sorry.
Yeah, we definitely have a plan of attack.
Yeah, we certainly did.
It's sort of my local area, so I set up a sort of itinerary with some. We didn't just go to toy places. We did a couple of op shop locations as well, and some Vinnies and some other little places. There wasn't too much there, but shout out to my mum if she's watching right now, because she sent me a photo today going, "This is a 1988 shredder, isn't it?" I'm like, "Yes, it is." $1 at Vinnie.
Well, she was in an op shop.
And she goes, "I used Google Lens and it said that." And I was like, "Yeah."
That's
Did
excellent.
she get it for you, or?
Yeah, she bought it.
Yeah.
She bought it.
Yeah, that's
So,
awesome.
yeah, fantastic.
Whereabouts?
Just it was actually one we didn't go to. So it was another one in Penrith.
Missed it by that much.
Finding an 80s turtle at Vinnie's these days is just
That's a big win.
when was the last time? Yeah, I don't even remember the last time. So speaking of
Your mum and dad are just on the ball, Dean. Like two parents that are just like they're with it with the toy hunting and the toys. Incredible.
Epic mum moment.
So speaking of turtles, I had a pretty heavy turtle weekend.
Yeah.
And it's funny because the last Collecticon, I didn't get any turtles. There was nothing. And I remember Scott and myself were talking about just no turtles. This time there were turtles everywhere. Like even if they were just bashed up turtles, but a couple of turtles. So finally found what's his name? Shell
kicking
Raph. So he was the last of the two that I need for the 91 line. So I'm still after head spinning Bebop, and that'll finish that wave. So that's 88, 89, and 90 complete. I got all his weapons bar one of his soccer balls. So I was pretty stoked to see that. I think you pulled that out, Scott, and I was like, thank you.
I did, yeah, I did.
Where'd you find that one?
So these were all at Owens. So we went straight in to Owens. Like we had seen, not these figures, but we'd seen other stuff that he'd put up on his Facebook. So and like I was saying earlier, you gotta go in, use that hour early bird, and try to find what you can find. But it's really dirty. But Dracula Don, I got him for a really good price, and Owen bundled all these up for me. So really cool. This was my sort of turtles find of the day, and he's 100% complete. Murdered finally comes to the collection.
That's so cool.
Such a sweet figure.
Yeah. I let this figure go once, so I could pick up another one. I think I picked up Sandstorm, and I was like, no. And then it took like a year and a half for him to even pop up again.
Murdered is a wicked figure.
Yeah, so picked those ones up, and then went over to Phil at Toytacular, and he had Farmer Mike. I ummed and ahed on that, and because I'm very impressionable, my wife says, and Scott said, "Can I get it?" I was like, "Okay, I'll get it."
That's so cool.
Farmer Mike. Obviously, I need the tractor to go with him.
Well, I was thinking about Farmer Mike, but then Dean checked and it was 1993, so I was like, "No, I don't need it, mate. You better, you have that one."
God, you're strong, Scott.
He is strong. Eh? Wait till he finishes the lines, and he'll be like, "Now I want all the rest."
Well, it's funny. So Dean, after Phil at Toytacular said, "Are you like? Do you seriously reckon you're going to stop at 1992? Like, as if it's only a matter of time?" So the other day I jumped on like one of those online database checklist things, and I've got like 40 something figures to complete before I get to the end of 1992. Sorry, 1991 I've only got maybe 10, but 1992 I've got 40. So I don't have to think about that. As for whether I proceed with 93 onwards, that's a decision for another probably year at this point in time.
Yeah, absolutely. That's a lot.
That is.
Hey, Dino, did you want to answer that question? When you get
how can you tell TMT is original vintage or not? As the markings are the same, aren't they? Well, they've still got the dates. Are you talking about the new re-releases that they're doing? If he is, but they've still got the dates on the back, mostly on their arts of them. But and the new figures, they're very light. Those new reproductions, sort of.
It's simple. If you get it from Big W like this one, it's a repro.
Yeah,
but like you can just. You just tell. I guess as a turtle collector, I can just tell, and I check the ones. I check them out.
It's the feel and the material and the checking of the foot.
Like
they do, Joe.
You guys are at my house on the weekend, and we're looking at the movie turtles with their rubbery limbs. That's right. So, and we're comparing them against the turtles that I have the reproduction ones of, and you can see the colors off. The cats aren't the same. So there's a lot of indication there that shows. It's not right. So went over to Carl's and at Retro Collectibles, picked up a nice little ace duck because I was after these bloody bombs you can never find. So 100% complete ace duck with all these parts. It's a massive.
I got a turtle too.
Holy crap! That one's vintage.
This one's Leonardo.
Keep him over there for a minute. What's his name? Leonardo.
On the
Where's his accessories?
He's a flipper boy.
What's his name?
You need to paint him blue.
Leonardo.
Yeah, paint a belt on him. On the bottom.
Does he come with any accessories?
No, but he
Apart from
probably
food.
charge more than
Yeah,
that
he's
much.
going at you.
Yeah,
He
he doesn't like being out of the water.
Yeah, don't drop him. Don't
Anyway,
drop
I'll
him.
put him back.
Okay, we'll make Dean big again.
Sorry, Dean.
So just a couple others. I picked up a foot soldier from the movie. So that was just at Carl's as well.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that was a great pickup.
Going back to Owens, I saw that he had the last one that I've been looking for from the. So this is from the mobile little series from 1991.
Oh,
So,
wow.
Yep.
The other cars packed away, and I've been hunting for this one at a reasonable price. Like you could have picked him up anywhere, but didn't want to spend what eBay and all that is. On the Saturday, Second Childhood Toys, I found one of the Evil War Horses. This is from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3 movie. So,
Movie 3, yeah.
yeah, so it actually comes with a ninja warrior as well, but I didn't see him. What I can see from him, with all these stirrups and his saddle and everything, that he's 100% complete. So I was pretty chuffed about that.
Was that in the tub of TMNT that we went through, or was that somewhere else?
It was somewhere else. So it was
Yeah, right.
it was just in a
like
tub with
different area.
a whole lot of like large sort of toys. Cause,
The random stuff.
yeah, it's pretty big. So
Yeah, for sure.
I actually had Farmer Mike on there earlier. He was riding that.
Plow on the
And,
field.
This was something, and I know Scott especially is going to find this pretty cool, and I hope everyone out there also. This is a knockoff. What's it a knockoff of, Scott?
That's a knockoff of American Gladiators, mate.
It is. Look at that.
Oh, wow.
So this was from Carl as well.
Now, with
Look at
that
that.
said, Dean, even like the legitimate Australian gladiators and American gladiators figures are so dodgily made that I don't know how much better they're going to be than that bootleg.
But this guy's
Or
huge.
KO.
Like, he's the size of a turtle.
Oh,
He's
okay.
bigger.
So he's way bigger. He's way bigger
Yeah,
than those
way
little
bigger.
gladiators.
His helmet's dodgy as like.
That's
What is that?
He's a Russian gladiator.
Yeah.
Massive.
But I just couldn't say no. I'm like, there has to be some like bootleg representation in that line.
There you go. There you
Yeah. So there a bunch of other stuff. So I got a bunch of Simpsons figurines from Deke at Freaky Deke, and
Playmates ones.
I'll show you one more thing. They're from a line that's called it's like Greetings from Springfield. So
They're small
okay.
ones, yeah.
yeah,
Oh, cool.
they're sort of posed hard plastic in there. So I was doing a check. It's actually hard to find a checklist for them, but
Were they the Mattel versions or Playmates?
no, I think these are the Mattel.
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't actually say. It just says Fox, but it's definitely not Playmates. I know that.
Yeah.
And just shout out to Tony B because I picked up this Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles card game. So I'd never seen it. I'd never seen this. This is like very 90s. And
That's one for a game night, Dean.
yeah, I just thought that was too cool to let go. So I grabbed that. I know he had a toothbrush there, which I did a couple of times. I had already filled my pocket. And I'll leave it off with probably my Holy Grail and another one that both my wife and Scott said, you're not going to buy it? Yeah.
Oh,
You got
I've always wanted that.
All
That's
justice.
Oh, look at that one.
Yeah, that's beauty.
If you knew what price Dean paid for that, you'd shit your pants. It's a ridiculously good price.
So you got it as steal, I'm guessing.
Shout out to that. I had picked up some stuff during the day from the same seller. So, I had a blast with that. And,
that
I'm
was
very
a great
impressed.
pickup.
I'm very jealous.
How many figures?
I'm very jealous.
How many figures do I have?
Yeah, the superpowers ones.
I think I have 11 now. So
Wow.
I picked up
That's impressive.
Firestorm as well for an amazing price on the weekend.
So that's
He's a
the
good one to
original
get because he doesn't have
superpowers.
accessories.
That is, yeah. So it's
Yeah.
got its table, it's got all the doors, the elevators there.
On the side.
it looks good. I haven't done a thorough, and I need to clean it up a bit.
Yeah.
Like you boys said, I haven't even had a time. Like today, I was rummaging through everything I got because I haven't had the time just to look back at everything I bought after the weekend. So, yeah, there's heaps coming. I'll do some more reels and that. And I might even dabble with my first YouTube video.
Ooh. Hello.
Can't keep coming on here if I don't have a YouTube video. Come on.
Of course you can, man. You don't have to have a
You can,
video
but-
channel to not come on and hang out with
Oh,
us.
that's
Like
awesome.
That means you'd have
Exciting,
to create a channel. Yeah.
Yeah. So keep. You heard that here.
That's
You've
awesome,
got to keep
mate.
the world exclusive, everyone.
Exactly.
Breaking news.
Brilliant.
You've heard it here first.
That's it.
Oh, that's exciting.
Will Sarah appear on it, or it'll just be more about you? You're still thinking about it?
I think it'll be both. Like we started the name and the sort of collecting journey together. And for those who know, Sarah does a lot of vintage Disney stuff. So there will be, and has to be, episodes about that.
Yeah.
But just one more shout out
Has to be.
to Ryan, who
who
gifted me some
Good
turtle
night,
cards.
mate.
There we go.
Right,
So-
Pete.
Thank you for that, buddy. I didn't have that one.
Nice.
Excellent.
Awesome.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Good on you, Lance.
Cheers. I like how he ends it. Cheers. That's a bit.
Cheers.
Fucking
Hey, we got Matt. Just because Matt wasn't with us, he picks stuff up from Kyle's as well. Should I show that, Matt?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yes. Show
You can
that.
explain.
Wait,
You can
wait,
explain what they are then.
And then we get on to Scotty.
Then we get on. Okay.
That's all right.
So he's in the dark, isn't he?
Yeah,
What's
it's a bit dark, but he's the LJ and TSR Advanced Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh, cool.
From early 80s. He's a woodland elf.
Yep.
Woodland
comes with a
elf.
mate.
This one's a
There's another
archer,
one.
obviously,
Yeah, because I love
and
getting back into that.
and this one.
He's the troglodyte. Also from
He's
the
a
Advanced
troglodyte.
Dungeons and Dragons.
Troglodyte.
That's pretty cool, man. I like
He's a
that.
bit of a mean creature. Yeah.
So they're Matt's pickups.
That was my pickups. and while I'm on the case, I need
hang on. Wasn't there a book?
Oh, I got Matt.
yeah, I was just going to get to that.
Is that a secret?
Oh, I got Matt
to,
because he's laid up. I got him a Space 99 colouring book.
Oh, sorry, Matt. Did I steal your thunder? Sorry,
Oh,
mate.
I don't know. I think, are you talking about that book?
Yeah, that's what I was talking about.
Yeah.
And
there's
the
another-
Oh,
other
sorry.
one,
Was that
Matt,
a surprise?
Oh,
No,
yeah, I know.
No.
No.
Sorry, did I put my foot in it or?
no.
Suddenly
Many
very
people
awkward
talk,
on here.
And then the other book, Matt. Matt.
Yes. So this is Ryan has gifted this to me. So I need to thank you very much for that, Ryan. I appreciate that. I've seen this book
Good work, Ryan.
going around, so it'd be pretty cool
Awesome.
to have a look at that.
Yeah.
I've already inscribed to it. I've already inscribed in the front, Matt, to Matt from Andrew. So
I said, don't.
Lord, yeah.
Ryan, is that the blue
Thank you
milk
anyway.
one? Was that the blue milk book?
Not too sure. I won as a competition DTR Day.
Was it a Kickstarter book like the,
Yeah, it was a French guy that made it.
Yeah.
Jean Rancus Rollin.
Yeah.
Stop, Andrew.
Shit.
Sorry.
So that's coming to you, Matt. So
Thank
you
you.
can read that. Yeah, no worries.
And you know what I'm upset about, Ryan, is that I've had Scott visit, I've had Andrew visit, and both times I forgot to give the stuff to them to give to you. So now I'm going to have to mail it.
Oh. That's
Too
all right.
hopeless. Anyway,
It's
we've
all
got
good.
Scott on the big screen here.
Oh, yes. I love it.
But how was your experience over the weekend, Scotty?
Oh, mate, I just had the best weekend, hey.
You're still
Obviously, your presence was sorely missed, Matt, and I mean that. Like I said to you when I texted you on Saturday night, there was a mat-shaped hole in our weekend. So look forward to you linking up with us for the next one. But with all that said, it was still a very, very good weekend. I had such a great time.
Yeah.
I picked up a ton of stuff. I spent more than I anticipated. I came home with more than I anticipated. It'll all be in videos, but I got a few fun little things to share without kind of going into some of the the bigger things. But I love second childhood toys, Like, I'm looking forward to going there, hopefully at least once more this year, or maybe even a couple more trips this year. But similar to the first time we were there, like having a bit of a wander. At first, I was thinking, there's not much here that is, appealing to me, or there's not too many things here that I need for my collection. But it's always a bit of digging goes a long way at Keep On Collecting. There's so many tubs, and it looked, at first, I was getting the sense, maybe this might be a little bit too short a period of time between visits. Like a lot of the tubs that Dean and I were going through, like it was like, we saw all this stuff when we were here in February. But again, like a little bit more digging, and I came out with some cool stuff. So let me start by continuing Dean's knockoff theme. A figure that I saw at one point in Dean's hands, and at a separate point, Dan was holding it, and they both put it back, and I pounced, was this pretty dodgy looking knockoff figure. Now, it's actually pretty cool. It's like a little bit of an amalgamation of everything that I love. You've got like a knockoff wrestling style body. You've got a very much a TMNT inspired face sculpt, the anthropomorphic animal vibe. You've got some slime going on here. And I just picked this up because I just thought it looked awesome. And I posted it on my Insta. Was it yesterday, I think? And I was like, does anyone know what this is apart from awesome? And Dan did a little bit of Google Lens sleuthing and found out that it's a figure from a dodgy KO line called Sata Masters of Abyss. Like just the most random thing you've seen. And from all accounts, like they're pretty rare. Like there's very few of them that have gone on eBay, and the ones that are on eBay are listed at stupid prices. Now, I don't collect because, I get a kick out of having like expensive shit. I just think this is just a wicked looking figure. And just a fun random little thing. So I picked that up. I was pretty happy with that. And another thing that, again, I could have gone to second childhood 10 times and not found, and it was at the bottom of a tub, and I only found it because our new mate Lee, who is the mind behind the Toys of Mighty Max book, who came and met up with us, and who's a straight up legend, and he signed my book for me, and I got a photo with him, so that was sick. Lee was going through a tub of like mixed kind of monster and horror themed toys, like a lot of 90s stuff. Like he picked up, you guys, I mean, the boys who were there with us on Saturday would know, Matt, but have you ever seen those Rude Ralph, like oversized Madball style things with the eyes that pop out? Are you familiar with them, Matt, or does that ring a bell at all?
No, it rings a bell. I'm not too familiar with it, but I am a little bit familiar.
We saw it on that video, Matt. We saw it on those weird toy videos.
Yeah, that's right. So it rings a bell. Yeah.
But Lee found a Rude Ralph that he picked up. That was his pickup at second childhood, which was awesome. But he spotted this for me, and this might not ring a bell to a lot of people, but you guys know I love Monster in My Pocket. And Lee collects Monster in My Pocket too. He loves Monster in My Pocket. And this is what's called a Monster in My Pocket howler. So it's a lot bigger. Monster in My Pocket are like an inch tall. This is quite a bit bigger than that. And they released 4 of them. This is the Swamp Beast. There was a vampire, a Frankenstein's monster, and a what was the other one? I can't remember now. Vampire, and a werewolf. And they've got they got a battery in them and a speaker, and they got the eyes, the lights, and the sounds.
Cool.
That's so cool.
Yeah, I never had any of these as a kid, but I was well aware of them because I was watching a YouTube video just like maybe a month ago, and someone found these on a toy hunt in the States. I was like, Monster in My Pocket howlers. I completely forgot about them. And what I love, what's really fun to me about Monster in My Pocket is, so they were made by Matchbox, but they didn't have the licenses to use Universal Monsters. So the creature from the Black Lagoon's called the Swamp Beast. The Dracula's called Werewolf, and Frankenstein's monster is just called Monster. They got all generic names. It's like in the regular Monster in My Pocket line, the Godzilla is called the T-Rex. So yeah, they did all funny things to get around those not being able to use the licenses for those monster names. But anyway, I picked up some other stuff, including some,
doesn't it?
I picked up some like Mighty Max stuff that Lee was cool enough to I was able to tap into his expertise in terms of piecing some bits together. So definitely some fun stuff at Second Childhood. And Collecticon was just wicked. It was a very different one to the last one. Dean was saying, the last one, there was like very little TMNT. This time there was tons of TMNT between Owen and also Carl, but also other tables around. There was just plenty of TMNT. So I got some good turtle stuff. I'll save that for the video. But if I'm going to share a couple of things quickly that I picked up from Collecticon, I just want to give a big shout out to a guy that I met at the last Collecticon, Abdul, a friend of my channel, and I'm sure he'd be a familiar face in the comments of your guys' channels as well. But he surprised me with a couple of cool bits and pieces. So Abdul brought with him for me the Terminator Action Assault vehicle.
Wow.
Yeah,
which
so
is cool because obviously the Kenner Terminator 2 line is a line that I'm kind of going pretty hard at the minute. I've only got a couple of figures left to complete the figures. I wasn't necessarily up until this point, I've very much been focusing on the figures. So I hadn't really got as far as getting the vehicles, but Abdul's done me a solid by bringing this for me to Collecticon. So that was awesome. And obviously it's got a large missile here that it's missing, but that's cool. I'll keep an eye out for that and try and complete it. So I was stoked with that. And something that I'm in serious disbelief about is this thing right here, this Skeleton Warriors collector's case.
Wow.
That's
Check
incredible.
that out.
Did they make one? That's incredible.
I never knew they made one, Matt. I never knew they made one. So
That's amazing.
the artwork is
Can you open it or?
Yeah, absolutely.
Still
Yeah,
has the
that's cool.
trade.
Yeah.
Yep, has the insert.
Oh wow, it's still got the tray too.
Yeah, so you've obviously got, I suppose, that big section there would be for Oracula, for all his arms. And then you got space for the others. So, man, I'm stoked,
That's so cool.
But the cool thing is, I measured it up. In terms of width and height, this will just barely fit into a detail shelf.
Oh,
So
perfect.
I can use it as like a backdrop to display behind the figures.
Yeah, that's great. That's awesome.
So yeah, I'm stoked with that. Yeah, we were at Carl's table when Abdul came up and said g'day and brought these over, and I just couldn't believe it. Just a absolute legend. So
you're a bit speechless.
I
bought
a bunch of shit at Collecticon, but I also was surprised with those two, and it was just an awesome day, man. I had the best time. So but if I can just echo what the boys said, what Dean was saying, early bird is everything at Collecticon. Sometimes I think to myself, oh, you know what? The early bird tickets double the price of the regular entry. It's $10 versus $20 or whatever, and it's plus I'm not exactly local to the Penrith area. Sometimes I think to myself, I toy with the idea, you know what, maybe I'll just get general admission, but there's just, it's just not, it wouldn't be the same.
Yeah,
most, I don't know about you, Ryan, but Dean and I, we pretty much did most of our spending in the first 45 minutes. Hey?
Yeah.
45.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
You said 15.
15. Yeah.
You're on fire. Yeah.
Yeah, we hit it hard early. So
I mean, I guess you knew exactly where you were going, whereas I was kind of happy just to look around and
yeah. Do you remember the last Collecticon? We were we didn't know where to start. We were oh, I don't know what I'm doing. What's going on? Whereas this time we were locked in.
I had a massive and I think I said it to you boys because we hunted so much on Saturday as well.
Yes.
That I didn't have that massive urge, this itch to scratch. I knew I had to go to Owens for TMNT if I wanted something good. But then from there, I was we were just moseying around.
It was kind of where do we go next? And
yeah.
Maybe this hole, maybe that hole.
Yeah. But still, things were found, things jumped out. And
for sure.
We were there. We were there till well after midday.
Yeah, no, you're 100% right. Because we had a solid day of toy hunting the previous day, and we all picked stuff up, and then we had a we had a couple of pickups to start the day on Sunday. For like the rest of the day, it was more of a leisurely pace, wasn't it? Like it wasn't. Unless you were Andrew. Obviously, Andrew only has one speed when it comes to toy fairs.
I didn't even see Andrew. He was gone the whole time.
G'day, AJ.
AJ.
It sounds like you had a good time. I missed it. Missed you guys on the weekend.
Oh, we missed you as well, mate.
We missed you too,
it was good to see some pics. Like, man, there was a big group of yous. Like there was 6 or 7 people in that picture, and then I just thought, wow, like if you rocked up, Matt, it would have been like, hey, that's a party there happening, isn't it?
It's a pretty sizable crew.
Yeah, it was a pretty good crew.
Cool,
I mean, considering last year when I came over, it was just you, Andrew, and Scott. To go to this bigger group is really awesome to see. So
that's a community.
Yeah.
I don't know how many times.
I tried to catch up with Ryan before I left, but there was like 1,000 guys with hats and beards, and I couldn't find him.
I think Scott said, Andrew's trying to find you, and then Ben is gone. But
I had to go, and So
Andrew left us and came back half an hour later and was like, "Well, we're like, you're back," and he goes, "No, I've been looking for Ryan."
We got a bit lost, didn't we, in the cyberspace?
Well, but by that point, it was jam packed.
Oh, it was. Once the general was let in,
which is awesome. Like, it's good that they're getting. It's good that we had a chance to have a chat with Amy just before we left, and the turnout's getting bigger. For the first time, Matt, they used an upstairs area. They had the Dungeons and Dragons stuff upstairs. So, it's by all accounts, it's still very much growing in terms of the vendors and just the general admission, like the buyers. So, I mean, I think it's just going to keep getting bigger and bigger, which is great, which is awesome for us.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, great training. It's I don't know why they're not having the July one though. That's surprised me a little bit. If there was reason for that.
But my wallet thanks them.
Your wallet.
Yeah.
Well, I said to her, if you can make it July next year, I'll be over for my birthday. So she said, I'll see what I can do. So you never know.
It does go into 3 at the end of the year because it moves to Campbelltown for once. So it goes Penrith, Campbelltown, Penrith to finish the year. So
they're making up for lost time at the end of the year for sure.
They definitely are. You're not losing out on a thing. But we did some live with Matt on Saturday. We brought him in. Like I rang him and brought him in. So
that's right. So we got to say hello.
I was laying on the lounge.
You were there on the screen.
You got a few more. You got a few more pickups from that live stream. So I'll leave them for you to show, mate.
It's excellent. I thought Enzo was going over there with you, Ryan. What happened there?
Yeah,
that wasn't the plan. I'm wrong.
No, he was 100% going to be coming, but he had some family commitments, so that's where he gave Dave, who's another friend of ours in Perth. He's a big turtle collector as well, and very lucky for him to take over from Enzo's spot. So well, you would have
next time we'll have to get Matt back and we'll have to get Enzo.
Yeah, we'll have to get Enzo into Dragonheart.
Yeah, got another one, Matt.
Where is he? Oh, you got another one.
So another Carl picker. Look at this price tag. $1.
$1.
Yeah, I remember seeing them in the day, and I went, "Oh, what a lot of crap! They don't even move or do anything. They're like in a static pose."
Yeah, they're kind of like Dungeons and Dragons. They don't do anything.
Yeah,
I
mean, look at this. Look at the weapons. They're bigger than.
They're huge. It's Mattel, isn't it?
Kenner.
Mattel. Kenner.
Oh, Kenner.
So that's what. Okay. Well, either way, it's surprising that they produce those static figures, like very limited articulated figures.
Because that's why I never bought them in the day, because they didn't do anything. So I saw them there, and I didn't buy them. I just went, oh, that's a lot of rubbish. Yeah.
So waist, arms, and head movement. That's it.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, another one.
Yeah.
So I got 2 out of the 6 and 1 dragon. Thank you to Matthew. So
That's awesome.
Oh yeah, that's right. I kicked you off on that one, did I?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Influencer.
He does that.
Thanks,
I was,
Matt. More
I was going to
influence.
say with superpowers, we're going to look out for Scotty with the Firestorm, because I've been trying to find a Firestorm, because that's a good one to get for. That'd be Scott's next one, Firestorm, I think.
Yeah.
Because he's going to collect superpowers too.
I bought that on the weekend. You should have told me, Scott.
No.
Nah.
But that was after I'd already spent as much as I had in the first half hour we were there. So I might have gone like paper, scissors, rock for you, like if I hadn't already done some damage. So, but that's all good, mate. I mean, that Firestorm you got was excellent condition, superb price. So I'm glad. Look, and this is one thing that I was talking about when I was kind of like filming some like wrap up to Collecticon, is like, I'm not just saying this, but it brings me just as much joy to see my mates pick up stuff as it does myself to get stuff. You know what I mean? But
yeah,
my wallet's better for it when my friends pick it up. So yeah.
I know what you're talking about.
Even though that's one that I'm hoping to add to my collection, I was still stoked to see Dean get that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Dean, show us and tell the story about your Star Wars figure. You showed me the picture.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And the problem with it.
The problem with it.
Yeah, I don't know if you can see it.
Andrew and I were looking at this figure, and we were going, "Do you want it?" And I'm going, "You have it." And he's going, "No, you have it." And I'm like, "And what was you saying there?" The hunt continues. So
but you had a problem with it. You showed it up close there in the arm. Oh, you can't really see it. Under his armpit, there's mold growing. There's actually mold growing out of the plastic. And,
oh wow!
And I was saying with some plastics, because they're made of oil, they can create their own mold. So yeah. So what I was saying, if you either leave it in there and it's safe, or you take it out, you'll have to wash it with sugar soap and things like that to get the mold off it.
Yeah, I might take it off, because the elastic band that holds the gun on the hand, that's got some weird pox on it.
Yeah, because they break down. The little. I've got heaps of them, those window boxes, and they got the rubber bands on them. And what they do is they just break down over time.
Yeah, which I'm aware of, like that. But that stuff under his arm, like that looks like some sort of fungus. It's like,
don't lick it, mate. Don't lick it.
Yeah,
it's the fungus variant.
He hasn't got his deodorant on. That's all.
He's a fun guy. He's a fun guy.
Fun guy. That's it.
Fun guy.
Well, it's from. Where's it from? It's from. It's a Japanese version or something. You're saying?
Yeah,
Tommy.
it is. They're stickers over the top.
Oh, okay. So you might be able to lick it and get like some sort of special high, like some sort of magic mushroom.
Yeah.
I'll see what I get when I open
it. Came out of Asia, mate. That's for sure. You end up growing a second head or something.
There you go, Dean.
Like that episode of the Simpsons where that guy coughed in a box and then just like a spore.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah. Don't go there. That's why he's a fun guy.
That's right.
What do you got going on this weekend, Dan? You've got your turn this weekend, don't you?
So this weekend in Adelaide, there's our mega toy fair. So it's the 29th year. It's so one side of the showground on Saturday, Sunday is the mega toy fair. On the opposite side is Comic Con. So you can have two different venues in one location, which is going to be awesome. So yeah, I hope to get down there and just have a bit of a film. Even if I don't pick anything up, I'm just basically it's once a year. It's huge. I haven't been able to go for the last couple of years, so I definitely want to try and go and put, just even if it's just for content for the channel, and just to show what's in Adelaide type thing. So because pretty much all the sort of collector shops would have a stand there, you know what I mean, and other people as well. So it'd be well worth having a look at. So
So is there like a general entry or early bird on that as well? Or
don't know about early bird. General entry is like $12 or something. It's bugger all. It really is bugger all. And yeah, there's nothing on the flyer about early bird, but I'm assuming if you're a vendor or something, there's a number that I could contact and just see. I might even do that. I've still got a couple of days, so
is it Sunday, Dan?
Both Saturday and Sunday.
Shit, 2 days.
It's 2 days, yeah. Like I said, it's a mega toy fair. It's the biggest one in South Australia. Yeah.
Wow. How many tables are we talking? Like what size?
It'll be a pavilion size, like so. Like where they have all the Sydney Show Pavilion, where they have all the fruit stalls and all cakes and displays and that sort of palaver. That's the size of this toy fair type thing. So
is it every year?
Once a year, middle of the year.
Maybe we should go next year.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yep. Is it like video games as well, or just toy focused, like vintage video games, retro stuff?
So we have a gaming convention later a couple of times during the year. So this is pretty much just vintage and modern toys. So it has everything, trading cards as well, probably. Like I said, it's been a couple of years. It's probably been. Well, actually, I think the last time I was there was before pandemic. That's how long it was. So prior to 2019 was the last time I was there. So it's been a while. So, but they open it to the general public.
Sorry, Dan. I was just going to say, like, based on how the collecting community, has grown in the last few years since the pandemic, it wouldn't surprise me if it's even bigger than you remember.
Well, that's the thing, Scotty, and that's why I was thinking, it'd be well worth just going along, if nothing else, just to get footage and
absolutely
stick it up on for people to watch. You know what I mean? So, because I think on this from memory, so doors open at 10 o'clock or something, and finish at 4 or 5, and then on the Sunday it's a bit shorter from memory from the last time I was there. But I think the last time I was there, I actually went about 2:30 or 3 o'clock, and people were already packing up. You know what I mean? Like, so the day to go is on the Saturday, definitely. So,
okay,
yeah.
And, maybe we have to pencil it in.
Is it like autographs as well?
Well, so the autograph side will be at the convention. That's different to the toy show. Like I said, so one side of the showground is going to be the comic convention. The other side is just the toy show. So, definitely two totally different things to be looking at. Yep.
I reckon.
The comic
looking to doing it next year as a group.
Definitely. June long week. Sure. First weekend
is it generally around this time of the year, like May, or is it?
Yeah. Okay. June. So it's the 3rd and 4th.
June.
So I think it's the first weekend in June. Yeah.
Right. Okay.
So it's like the 3rd and 4th this weekend. Yep.
Yeah. I think we could all fit in Scotty's car on the way over, couldn't we?
Yeah. I'll go on the boot. Matt, you can go on the roof. Where are you going to go?
Mate, if you legends came across for that, I'd just get a minivan or something. I'd hire it just to,
It's a little Winnebago.
Actually, I'll see the people who do the mystery machine. We'll hire that. And
but you know what? Like a road trip via Melbourne. Do a bit of toy hunting there on the way. Like,
I could go down to Melbourne and mention Lobos and come back.
That would be pretty sick.
Actually,
that would be
really cool. Yeah, I could drive down with the mystery machine, meet you at Melbourne. You'd fly to Melbourne, pick up, and we'd do a road trip back to Adelaide, and then you fly out from Adelaide.
Need to save some serious cash, but count me in for that. That sounds epic.
There we go.
Yeah,
it's a whole year away, so we've got plenty of time to plan for it.
That's what I'm saying. Exactly. It's
Would you hit a roof for us? Show us how that's
Would
done.
I hit a roof for him? No.
Don't be nice. Oh, dear.
With a bang bus, yeah, that's right. Exactly right.
What?
The bang bus from hell. Put some things on it on the back of it. But just wanted to shout out, g'day, A Surfer. Hello, how you going?
G'day, A Surfer.
Yeah, Surfer.
Yeah, so that's both Saturday and Sunday, and yeah, like I said, so Saturday I'll focus more on the toy show. Sunday I'll get across to the convention and catch up. The only autograph I'm sort of chasing there is the Armourer, so Emily Swallow will be there, type thing.
Oh, nice.
And,
Who won usual, Mike?
G'day, Mike. Mike's
Did
back
Queensland
again.
get beaten?
Yeah, how's the State of Origin going, buddy?
No, right. That's why I don't watch it. It's rubbish.
26-18. But I heard they cheated. So it's all right.
What, Queensland 26-18?
Yeah.
Oh my.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're just going to make it interesting for the 3 games.
Queensland won. Okay.
Okay.
So it doesn't matter if
Did
they
you want to show
play in
this
Adelaide,
again?
they're still going to win. The other thing I was going to show is I found a box recently of stuff I already had. But I don't know if you guys have seen this before.
Hey, Jeff.
So this is a Mork and Mindy doll.
Oh, wait a sec.
Oh, wow.
Hello?
Upside down.
Right, so I actually had this.
Oh, he's
as a
upside
kid.
down.
Yeah, Mork was always upside down in the box, right? But he's got this backpack that talks up here.
Yep.
And it's one of these drawstring.
Are you going to pull it?
Yeah. So he
That's all right.
phases and stuff, but yeah. So that's a sealed Mork inbox.
Old
school.
Incredible.
I saw him loose on the weekend.
From the 70s or 80s?
Yeah, from the 70s. And see, I've got this as well. So, but I haven't got the egg anymore. I've only got the Mork.
Yeah.
But so I need to find Orc. Pam came in a similar sort of box as this, and then there's a much bigger version of Mork as well. But
it looks like Chucky, the other one, doesn't it?
It does look a bit like Chucky. He's a bit of a scary little freak.
Yeah.
He's the Afro kid. You know what I mean? Like, but yeah, no, it's like I said, I had this in the early 70s, and yeah, mine didn't last. Was after a few years, I lost the boots off him and stuff. But yeah, not bad for a vintage toy. So he says,
I used to love when they used to do the crossovers with Happy Days. You used to go into the Morky, go into like the Happy Days. Did you ever see that?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, they were great. They do that sort of crossover.
Yep. So this is obviously made by Mattel back in the day.
Yeah.
And yeah, he had 8 different phrases. So he says what nanu and stuff. Shuzbutt, yeah. But I don't like to pull that cord too often. That's the thing, because you don't want to pull it out.
It's amazing.
Yeah, 9 inches tall and posable. What more would you like, type thing? So.
That's a cool
figure. Yeah, it's a cool piece. I remember seeing VTR Dave do a restoration on one of those. It's really cool.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, you're right. I was going to say that, Scott. That was one.
It's good having one mid-box.
Great minds think alike.
Yeah.
That's where I remember seeing that most recently. Yeah,
it's got the original tape and everything on it.
Wow. Did you pick that up recently?
Never been opened.
No, I've had this for donkey's years.
Long time.
Yeah, because like I said, this was in the old toy room before I moved. So I was just opening a few boxes again and found that. And yeah, basically, it's a carded Star Wars figures. And the only other thing I probably this box is
A Surfer found, I think they're the retro Indiana Jones figures, I think he's saying. It's taken him a month to find those.
Those guys?
Those ones, yeah. I think that's what he means. Found the Indiana Jones figures after a month of searching.
Hey, g'day, Dino. Geek Strong's in the house as well.
Here he is, yeah. Dino's there.
Dino.
Hey, how you going? We watched his the other night, didn't we, Matt?
Yeah.
Yeah, we did.
That
in his shop,
So
His
another
shop.
bit of
toy hunt.
memorabilia. I got one of Shane Ball's balls.
Oh, Shane Warnball.
Just sign that up, all right?
Yeah, it's very shiny. It's very shiny.
Shiny.
I should have a bronze one of Warnie's balls.
Ah.
There you go.
But
The
yeah,
Mork would look great next to his Captain and Tennille box dolls.
Everyone loves a Mork. Everyone loves
And
Mork.
vice versa.
Yeah, definitely. Warnie,
I'm gonna have to get them out of storage. They're under the house. I've got oh crap. I've got a mental over 50-year-old blank. I'll get back to you shortly on that one. Anyway, in the meantime, it's
These commercial break.
Back to the channel.
Right.
Something to do with Warnie? Something to do with an autographed item?
No, it's 2 dolls, and they're really. Oh, it's coming to me. The Osmonds,
Oh, nice.
Donnie and Marie Osmond. I've got these 2
Oh,
dolls
okay.
of Donnie and Marie. There you go. That was my whole doll thing.
Did you meet him?
No.
G'day, Si. Welcome, buddy.
Jeremy Bullock.
Simon.
Cool.
Oh, man.
And David Prowse.
Yeah, nice.
And,
Dave Prowse, yeah.
There's some of actually the first stuff they put on Instagram when I first started it. So that's how long I've had those for. But yeah, it's
So
always
where were
good
you-
when you move and start finding stuff again. Sorry?
Where were you
Yeah.
picking those up from? Are they recent?
No, like I said, this is just stuff that I was unboxing the box from when I moved, and yeah, I thought not many people would have seen that, so just something to show for tonight because I didn't have anything new to show off. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
just show off some vintage love.
We'll have to do another
That's
one
pretty
next week for you, Dan. Because then
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
With the pickups.
Well, you never know. I mean,
Hey, Matt, if Dino's still there,
Yeah, he is. Yep. He is indeed. Dino.
just quickly, if Dino, if you there you go. Remember, he showed it in his video.
Oh, gee,
Yeah,
that's a
let me
real-
make you big, Andrew. Let me make you big, dude.
Only for a second. Only for a second. In fact, I've had this thing for years in the box and never seen it out. So that was a good video we watched the other night. So we enjoyed that. Yeah, it was good.
You've never seen it out, so he's going, oh, is that what it looks like?
Go back to Dan.
Yeah, the other thing was just this
I think Ben. Big.
bobblehead Joker.
Yeah, nice.
So that was what was in the box. What's in the box? So it was the bobblehead Joker, Warnie's ball, and Mork. That's what's in the box.
Your collection is so eclectic, Dan.
Yeah, a bit of this.
Mm.
Yeah, everything
bit
from
of
autograph to
Replicas.
bobbleheads, to replicas to Lego to actually
Snakes.
I went
Turtles.
I went on a tip run recently and I actually found some gold. Apparently, this is worth some money. I still haven't fixed it yet. Some of the guys in the chat would have seen
Thanks,
it. But
Surfer.
Scotty,
Wow,
I
appreciate
reckon
it, brother.
Ryan and Scott would
It's
have
really
seen
nice,
this.
yes.
So this is
Oh, wow.
Oh,
this
yeah.
is actually it's snapped. I got to fix it, but I found this
Yeah.
at the tip.
Wow.
Yeah, I think we were talking about this last time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was buried at the
incredible.
tip. And I have looked it up because Sci-Fi told me to look it up, and it's
Yep.
$100 and something this is worth apparently. So I've got to get Mike together to get that fixed. So
That's incredible.
not a bad for a tip find.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, it's a wicked find.
If
Oh,
your
what
if your collection is so eclectic, what are you really focusing on? What's your goal? Are you just picking what you like and what's cool?
Yeah, whatever takes the fancy at the time. I mean, I just focus on pop culture to be honest with you. Like, it started off. I've been collecting pretty much all my life. But yeah, I collect everything from obviously vinyl to freaking rocks, literally. to vintage toys, and everything.
A bit of everything.
Autographs, just whatever, bands, books, Motu, Charmed, whatever it might be. I'll take it and run with it.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So Dan, do you feel like in terms of what you do collect, do you have like that completist mindset where you need everything, or you would rather just pick up? Yeah, see, I think the difference with how I look at it is the things that I collect, I want it all. So it's more like narrow, but I'm trying to go deeper with it. You know what I mean?
See, because I had a lot of it growing up as well, and obviously had it, but obviously don't have a lot of it still now because of whatever sold, got caught in a fire, things like that. I've tried to just recoup different things, but then going along the way, I'll find different things and it will become a new passion, like autographs, for example, because let's face it, at the end of the day, these people aren't going to be around forever. And I have now quite a few autographs from people that have already passed. But when it comes to childhood stuff, this isn't mine, but I had this, you know what I mean? I played with it constantly before Star Wars was a thing, you know what I mean? So from the age of 2, when I think I got it as a birthday present, this was always a big part of my life growing up. And same with the little Mork figure, which I still have, but just haven't got the egg anymore. If I was say, do I have a focus? I'd probably go for something like this, which isn't hard to complete the full thing because there's not a lot of it. And there isn't a lot of modern stuff to expand on it either. But for example, so I have the original lunchbox and thermos that goes, which is Mork as well. So I have a few different things to expand on the toy line because I also focus a little bit on pairing stuff. I like to have a figure and then have something to go with that figure, which is a bit different. So, for example, if I've got a Flash Gordon figure or a hot toy, then I can put the autograph with it. You know what I mean? And that's what makes it cool because it's elaborating on what you've already got.
That's it.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, that's the cool thing. Like we all have an overlap in terms of what we collect. Like we all have a bit of a toy focus, but we've all got the different things that we focus on. Like I know Sai, who's in the chat here, and his brother. They love old football shirts and trading cards and all sorts of stuff. In addition to the,
like I said, mate, I've got a State of Origin Guernsey, which has got the New South Wales Waratahs on it. Before they became the cockroaches. That's how old it is, you know what I mean? And I used to follow the Bulldogs. I've got when they were sort of last premiers but didn't win, for argument's sake, I've got a signed jersey which I need to put behind glass just because it's a thing that is I had a passion for. I've always followed it type thing, and I have enough stuff to fill a house just on my own. Let's face it, if I had a collector house full of glass cabinets and stuff, it still wouldn't be enough.
We could all try to do that. That'd be great.
That's why it's now the plastic planet down under, because there's just so much to show. There's so much different variety and things to go. Like the Proton Pack's another example.
That's it.
Yeah, and Usual Mike was talking about his vintage cricket cards in the chat. We were talking with Usual Mike about his cricket cards when we had him on one of our previous collectors pack streams.
Right,
I mean, we've got overlap in what we collect, but I love learning about what other people collect. It's completely different to what I'm into, but it's still cool to share the passion that other people have for those items, even though they're not necessarily my thing.
Absolutely. Like always, it'll be always Star Wars. I mean, after Mork, for example, my next focus was Star Wars when in the 77 and the 80s when these movies came out.
Absolutely.
That's my thing, you know what I mean? And so, keeping this is a pure nostalgia for me because it's original chase card, vintage collection. Again, getting back to Mike, he's now getting the OT figures and putting them behind plastic with the original cards and call it a mock, you know what I mean? Because it's a mock figure and mock card type thing. It's not mint on card, but it's a mock card. So it's cool.
Mint on,
Wicked.
Yeah, last grand final 2004. So that's how old that Guernsey is. So it's almost 10 years. What is it now? What are we? 2023.
20 years nearly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It even might have,
20 years
to
old.
be honest with you, Mike, it's probably pre to the 2004 one because I reckon I was still married when I got that Guernsey. Again, I have to pull it out and find out what signatures, because I reckon it was when they were sponsored by Hyundai, for example, which was a hell of a long time ago.
Mm.
Yeah.
That's awesome, Dan.
Yeah,
Very
great
cool.
work.
But yeah, one day
All right.
in the ultimate conditions, I'd have it out on this by everything. But
Just
before 1995, no,
One day,
probably
Dan.
2004. Yeah.
Hmm.
Because I reckon 1995 I had a supporter ball which was signed by the team, but all those signatures have faded off. I've still got the ball and it's flat, but most of the signatures are actually faded on that. Because I reckon that was with Terry Lamb and stuff. I don't know. It's been a long time since I lived in New South Wales, put it that way. Yeah.
Nice.
Anyway, but yeah, it's a passion. It's what we do. It's just more than anything else. It's just great to be able to talk to other people who are like-minded and collecting.
For sure.
Whether it's old or whether it's new, it's sort of something that most.
And honestly, sorry, but and honestly, that kind of comes back to the weekend that we've just had. Like, it was cool to add some new stuff to the collection, but to bring it kind of back to where we all started. The hanging out with you blokes was the best part of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
just talking toys for a full 2 days. So
it's funny you should say that, because I've actually just met someone recently in someone else's stream, and apparently they're in Adelaide, and I reached out on Instagram and seeing if they're going to the toy fair, and it could be a good chance we might be able to catch up. So
yeah,
you know what I mean? Yeah, so that's going to be interesting as well. So good to see you in, Dino. Go enjoy your work, mate. Thanks for coming in.
See you, Dino. Have a good day, mate.
Thanks, Dino.
And then definitely reform.
Just to mirror what Dan is. That also goes.
Welcome back, Matt. Nothing
When
like
you were just pretending there, Matt, you're like, and I was trying to mimic you. I was like, and then you just disappeared. I was like, oh.
I've been having problems all night. You guys are all freezing half the time, so I'm only catching probably 2/3 of the conversation.
Yeah.
I was just saying, along with what Dan and Scott said about the community, that also goes for the vendors. Like, getting to know so many vendors now.
Yeah,
and,
that's great.
And not just chatting with them online, but like meeting them in person, at the conventions and chatting, and they starting to know what you like, and they're helping you out, and they're going, "I've got this. Do you need that for your collection?" You're like, "Yes, please." And so it's just that community. The community's just exploded. Like,
absolutely.
A lot of us, like, we were doing this sort of by ourselves. Didn't really know, and then look at us all now.
It's just grown, you know.
Exactly. Like, just in the time that I've been sort of around YouTube, and this is pre-pandemic, and watching other people before I had my own channel type thing, and just how much this community's grown and exploded, and I mean, just the amount of Australians and Kiwis that we now have within the community alone is just awesome. You know what I mean? So,
and there's two vendors I know since they still go to the toy show when they were there on the weekend.
Thanks.
Yeah,
I've known them since 1995.
Wow.
And they still haven't ever said hello to me.
Really?
Wow.
Who are they?
You going to name and shame them, Andrew? Or
who are they, Andrew?
No, I won't. But Matt knows who they are. They're always up the back. And for that, I go past them every time, and they still won't say hello or even they know me. I mean,
just jump out in front and be like, ah.
And I think if they ever spoke to me and said hello, I'd probably have a heart attack. They're just incredible.
I reckon I know who you're talking about, Andrew.
Yeah, it's just amazing. We've been going to the toy show for that long, and and so have they.
It's a long time.
It's a long time, yeah. It's a funny thing.
Well, lucky there's a lot of people that do want to say hello to you, Andrew.
That's just what I was going to say, Matt. Lucky there's no shortage of people that I love to have a chat, and make the day great, regardless of what you buy and what you don't,
That's it.
Yeah, well, that's right. Yeah, you can stop and have a chat to them, and they're really good. Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. I've been blowing you off since the 20th century.
Yeah.
No. But yeah, man. Again, getting back to being able to go to this toy show, same thing.
Yeah.
There's people who would have seen the last time I was there and haven't.
Yep.
I'm talking about the vendors type thing more than the people you catch up with while you're there. But
Absolutely.
yeah, no, that's what it makes it all part of it, because you do your wheeling and dealing type thing, or I've now got a toy show. You know what I mean? Lets me, see if you can get something happening to go put a review, or it's all about making connections and stuff as well.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
There's a I have to say, like, it still surprised me when as we were mentioning earlier, people talking to us and just recognizing us. It's not something that we went into this doing. We just wanted to share our love for the toys with everybody, and along the way we've met all these amazing other people.
Yeah.
And and it's growing, and it's blowing me away a little bit. Like what Dean did for me, Dean and Sarah did for me just before, like, that last live stream. Like, I didn't expect that. And Dino kind of just grabbing the camera and just giving me 5 minutes on Saturday just meant so much. Like, they're just like little special, and there's so many more special moments, but like there's just moments like that you don't plan for, and it means the world to you. Like, you guys are great.
Well, you can't kick a man while he's down as well, mate. So you weren't there. So when they turned the camera off, they went, "That bloody bastard!"
Yeah, make no mistake, Matt. If you were there with us, Dean would have pushed you to the ground to get to something in front of you. So.
That's right. Yeah,
that's why I make sure I collect something you guys haven't got. So
they're a bit rough, this younger mom, aren't they?
But it's interesting about Matt's done the same thing for me, and I've done the same thing for him. If we can't find it in our own areas, we reach out to each other to try and source something.
Yeah.
So, and that's what's cool about the community. They'll look out for each other, and and that's cool. So g'day Jeff, and that's true.
Absolutely. Definitely my favorite aspect of it.
Cookies.
Free cookies.
And the toy.
Never had free cookies.
You need to get out with Dino more often, though.
Yeah, we need to get to his toy shops.
Well, we love Dino's videos where he's going around to the targets and things like that. It's good to watch.
Yeah, he's up there now with the Greg Cooks now for us, isn't he?
Yeah,
definitely. But unfortunately, I think he got that Endor bunker, that new one that came out, got it home, and it had no figure in it. So that was
really?
So he bought the Star Wars Endor bunker that was supposed to come with a vintage figure in it.
Carded figure,
Carded figure. Opened it up and it wasn't in there. So that's still obviously happening a hell of a lot.
Yeah, because people buy them, they do things like that, then they return it, because it's sealed in a.
The rest of it.
You take it, then return it.
Someone's probably taken it.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people that get because now that they're all in box and you can't see them, they take them home, take the figure out, put some crap thing in there, and then they take it back, and then and they're basically stealing the figure.
See, Cos is a good example. I just recently found out that we both live in the same town. Okay, we have different things, we do different stuff, but again, I've got a YouTuber around the corner from me, literally, and
that's awesome.
We help him grow his channel by promoting us on a toy community platform, because it's still Pokemon. There's still toys for Pokemon and stuff like that. So why not? You know what I mean? Even though
that's right.
a different way of hidden collecting compared to us, but it's all about bringing different platforms together as well to get the word out there. So
I just want to tell a quick story about the community.
Yeah.
So a fellow who follows me on my Instagram and also lives in the same town as me, he was at Big W. So he reached out to me and he said, because I've been posting all those retro the turtles, the retro turtles that they're releasing, and they knew I was after the sports sewer turtles. So he actually messaged me and said, I'm at Big W. They've only got 6 here, so they've only got 4 of the set. And he goes, do you want them? And I'm like, yeah, but I haven't really got time to come up. It was Sunday morning. And he goes, all right, I'm going to hide them in another aisle. So he hid them in another aisle, find all these toys.
That's so cool.
Took a photo, sent it to me. And then I went, now we're just going to go get them. Like, someone's got that. Like, so I went in there and I'm like, ooh, yeah.
That's so cool.
That's cool.
That's 100% community right there. Like,
it's like a guy I used to hang around with years ago, and he used to call it the Jewish lay-by, and I go, what do you mean? He goes, he used to get the figure, and he used to underneath the when the all the displays and that had a gap under the floor, you know, and he used to get them and he'd throw them under there. So he'd throw all these figures underneath the shelving,
Yep.
And he'd call it the Jewish lay-by. He goes, "I'll come back and get them later."
Yeah, actually, so that's twice this year, because he bought a Lego kit. Dino bought a Lego kit, which is a Home Alone Lego set, which came out at Christmas time, and he got it at a discount, and he took it home, opened it up, and there was all different packs from different Legos. It wasn't actually what was supposed to be in there at all. You know what I mean? Like, there was 5 packets from they have inside Lego. They have different bags with different numbers. One, there was like three bags of the same thing with the same number. So like it's been come from a totally different box altogether. And then someone's just taken it back and just very very uncool.
And Dino also had a bad run with that ET figure that broke.
It snapped. Yeah, that's NECA. Sometimes NECA can do that crap.
Yeah, but that's not cool.
It's not cool.
Did he take the Lego back, or
he took Dino took the Lego back and got his money back for it, and I'm not sure if he. I think he refunded or returned the Endor bunker, and hopefully just was able to take another one.
New one Gap.
Yeah. I just want to acknowledge that Gap's in the house. G'day, Gap. And
hey, Gap.
It's a new beanie Gap. I overslept in the other one and it's getting washed. So now I've got a new one.
Well, Matt, I'll be picking up the other ones probably tomorrow. They keep on collecting beanies. They're done.
So beanies.
Yeah.
Sweet.
I'm rocking the keep on collecting shirt tonight. There you go, boys.
There you go. Good on you, Ron.
I'm lazy. I couldn't be bothered.
Funny thing about D-Force as well, I know from one of his older stuff, there was one time where he did the whole Jewish thing, but he took it and he put him in an esky. Right, so he couldn't buy this stuff at the time, so he went and stored it in an esky and went back about a week later because it was over in the hardware section or in the home goods section type thing, away from the toys. And they were still there a week later. So
really,
it's the community teaching the community stuff as well. You know what I mean? So.
I did it with some Masters figures. I grabbed them from Big, and I went, I'm going to go into they had all these eskies, and I went, no one's going to buy these eskies. So I stuffed them back behind the eskies. 3 weeks later, I went, I'll go back. I better go back and get those figures, and they're still there.
Wow.
Guess
that works.
Incredible. There you go. We'll look for some eskies and pop the figures behind there, and they'll still be there a year later.
So everything got returned that was stuffed up for Dino. So that's good.
Yeah, that's so cool. Yeah.
We were watching, Scott's retro collectibles, the Sandown one that you mentioned there, Scott.
Yeah.
And like we love watching Scott, right? But I'm going to say this now: it's just so much better with Simon in it. I reckon Simon just adds some extra flavor to Scott's videos.
I agree with you.
I'm not saying it because you're in there. I often say it to Andrew. I go, "Where's Simon? Where's Simon? We need some Simon."
Yeah, we need
entertaining.
like
I love it.
there was a time when in Scott's videos he was talking about giving his old GoPro to Si and having like some, having Simon capture some footage at toy fairs and editing it, having the Simon cam, which I think we need to do. I think that'd be awesome.
Probably.
There's only one thing I don't like is where he hits the camera with his hand. Freaks me right. He goes whoop at the end. It freaks me right out.
Well, it's one of those YouTuber tropes for sure.
Yeah.
It gives him anxiety.
Also, the ones where when they go, not so much them, but the when sort of like the attic invaders and all that, and they go to stores and they got all the baggy figures, and it's that crinkling of the baggy.
Oh, you don't like that?
Oh gosh, it drives me nuts. I don't know why.
Oh, I like it.
It's that funny plastic they put them in. That funny crinkly plastic.
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah, that sort of thing. But it's even worse than that. It's a unique plastic.
I actually like it. I like it, Andrew.
Oh,
I can understand. I can understand.
So, Dean, did you film anything when you were on the weekend, Dean? Did you do any filming at all or not?
No, not really myself. I did a little bit on the Saturday, but I was too much hunt focusing.
Yeah.
I filmed Scott a bit.
Yeah, well, I was hoping you were going to put it on Scotty's channel so we could see it.
Yeah, you actually will see Scott hunting instead of not seeing. Hopefully, if he puts it in.
There you go. See, because Simon.
Yeah, I appreciate you doing that for us, Dean. I try and when it comes to toy hunting, I prefer to have the focus on the toys more so than myself. But we'll see. That footage that you captured will definitely be in the video. So appreciate that.
2/3 the only way.
It's the best camera we can get.
And what about Ryan? Did you film much or not really?
Yeah, I filmed pretty much on Saturday and also on Sunday. So just got all that footage ready to go on my computer last night, and I'm just going to do some filming in the collection room and then put it all together.
Nice.
Two videos or one?
I'm going to do two. Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
So like day one, day
Scotty,
two. Yeah.
What about you, Scotty? 1 and 2 as well, isn't it?
2 as well. 2 as well. Yeah. I mean,
so just split it up. Yeah. Split it up over the days.
Otherwise it'd be so long. Like, my Collecticon video is going to be pretty long. It's going to be longer than I anticipated, but that's what happens. You film so much good stuff. So.
Yeah, it's like, I don't know if we filmed too much or we were talking about the Scott or too little.
Yeah. I always think I've not filmed enough until I export it onto my computer and start to actually rough cut it in a timeline, and I'm just like, this is ridiculous. But I'll flick a lot of it. If I don't think it's good, I'll flick it. But people seem to enjoy the toy hunt vid, so I'm not going to put too much pressure on myself to like make it less than 20 minutes or less than 30 minutes, or just it'll be as long as it will be.
Yeah.
Well, what I'll probably do then. Because, like I said, on Saturdays when I'll do the toy fair filming.
Yeah.
On the Sunday, I might do some filming of the con as well. So it could be potentially two separate things to
do it.
Stick on the channel as well. So
100%.
It's definitely going to be worthwhile. It was just fortunate because I don't actually know if Comic Con's always on the same weekend normally as a toy fair. And for the fact that it's in the same location, like it's just on opposite sides of the showground, it's going to be awesome to go and to get along and be able to just have, if nothing else, content for the channel. So that's what's cool.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what you film at the toy fair and at the con.
Yeah, it's all right, mate. We'll have a chat in the green room after. I have an idea, an epiphany that we'll talk about it after.
Right. Yeah, an epiphany. That's deep.
Yeah. Give me another beer. I'm talking too much gibberish.
You guys still there?
Yeah.
You can hear me?
Yeah,
Oh, good.
Yeah, we're still here.
Oh, my internet. Don't leave me alone. I was going to say, Gap. The other day I was in a live stream and Gap was in there, and I can't remember whose it was, but we were talking. There was some vintage toys being shown. Too many S's in there. And I remember I had the Love Boat figures. And sometimes you forget that what you've got in the collection, and that other people might be actually interested in having a look at it. So I thought I might have to do a video on some of these older toys that they're not forgotten. They're there on display, but you forget that other people might actually remember that show, The Love Boat, and they might actually be interested in the figures. So might have to pull a camera out and chuck it on those vintage figures for people. I think.
Go through that. Yeah,
let's do it,
and make him have a sleep.
There's all those people. A lot of people that I have on my that follow me on Instagram that are family and friends. They say, I remember that stuff. Like when I put something up, they're just like, I had that as a kid. I remember having that, and they have no idea where it's gone. Like, but there's always someone out there that'll
been sold.
All want great memories. Yeah.
Hashtag.
I was going to say,
pushing
if you
hashtag
subscribe to any of these channels that Rolando sticking in the chat, please also just watch a little bit of footage of something, and then that way it won't get kicked off again. So that's how it does. But it's good that
does help.
People are subbing. That's awesome.
Yeah.
It's
good. And cheers to keep doing that for us. That's awesome. If we knew how to spanner people, we would.
Yeah, I don't know.
There is people with spanners. Like Gap's got a spanner. Phil has got a spanner. I have given people some spanners. Zazel's got a spanner. Scotty's got a spanner. That sounds like a song. Scotty's got a spanner. Ryan, take it out for us. Ryan. I haven't been drinking.
Matt, when do we get that episode of Matt's Mail that I made a cameo appearance in?
Yeah.
Is that coming or not?
No, it is coming for sure. Well, there's the next two Matt's Mails have special guests, but yours is first. Cool. And I've started on it, so I am getting there. Maybe hopefully next week. In the next week, we'll get that out.
But only came down from the end though last week, mate. You got to give him some time to get his head right. He's been flying high for weeks. You know what I mean?
No, I know. There's definitely no pressure coming from me, Matt. That
song was based on my Endone trip just then.
Yeah.
Rocking out. Anyway. So I guess we probably I'd like to just keep chatting to you guys, but I guess we're all got to get up in the morning at some point, Ryan and we all got to go somewhere tomorrow, don't we? So I suppose we'll start wrapping this up and we'll go really quickly around the room. You reckon we got time for that? Everyone on what's coming up?
Yeah.
We'll start with you, Mr. Dan.
Yeah.
No, go Dan. What's coming up?
I've got nothing coming up except for this. I've got nothing coming up. Like I said, big weekend coming ahead though. So I'll get some footage. Try and involve you guys as much as I can in what I see type things. So
that'd be great.
We might be able to pick something up. Who knows? So, but I'm probably in a position not to do anything because my love will be on the convention side where the autographs are for this trip. But it's like I said, it's just going to be great to just get back there and have a look and see what's there type thing. So. Yeah, that's great. And maybe do some networking while I'm there. Who knows?
Thanks, Cosmic Star.
Yeah, cheers, Cosmic.
Thank you.
I've put Dina. I've put your Instagram page in the description. So anyone that wants to check out Totally Taylor Retro Hunters, go and check out Dean and Sarah, where they're putting up for us, or to check out. Have you got anything special coming up, Mr. Dean, apart from maybe a new YouTube channel?
Yeah, I'm going to start delving into that, but with my mate Dan and possibly Scott descending on Supernova in a fortnight. So go hopefully get something signed by Kevin Eastman, one of the co-creators of the Turtles. So and a few other things. So I know Tony B and Carl's going to be there. So probably more figurines to add to the collection, hopefully. Sure. So yeah, see how we go.
Brilliant.
Excellent. Thank you. Cool. And Mr. Ryan, if you haven't subbed, to go and check out Ryan, the Collector Kid, on YouTube and also Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
That's your handle on Instagram.
Yes, it is on Instagram too. Yeah.
I feel impressed with myself that I've actually said handle. Like,
there you go.
Like social media. So what's
I'm on
coming
YouTube. I'm just going to be filming for the weekend just gone. So I'm hoping to get at least an episode out probably early next week from the trip.
Yep.
And just looking forward to getting all done. So you can all view it.
Nice. Yeah, premiere.
Yeah, I'll probably do a premiere. Yeah, I like doing that.
Fair enough. Yeah. You do.
Yeah, that's just my thing. Yeah,
that's all good. Scotty.
Yeah, just trying to knock out these 2 videos from the weekend. Man, I would love to have one out for this weekend, but at the rate I'm going, it's just not going to happen. But sometime next week, I'll have my CollectorCon vid out, which will be good. And then from there, I'll do the Saturday, the Second Childhood Toys Toy Hunt after that. I got a new bookcase that arrived today, which is awesome. So I'm going to, so after these 2 toy hunting videos, I'll have a new backdrop for the video that comes out after that. So just to change it up. So that's exciting as well. And that's it, man. Making some changes in the collection room and editing these 2 videos.
No, that sounds good. You're going to video the changes of the room? Is that what you said?
Once the changes are made, then I'll probably do maybe a collection room tour. But it's just
like an update.
This is the thing. I want to have the room finished before I do a collection room tour, but the room's never finished, so it'll just never get done if I have that approach. So I think once I get this bookcase in and make these changes, add this new stuff over here, then I'll do an updated tour, and then we'll go from there.
Your last tour was what, a year or so ago?
Over a year ago at this point. I've got extra details since then. So
yeah. So even when you guys came to mine on the weekend, I know you said this has all changed. So it is always changing. So I reckon every 2 years is a good time to do a room tour, and it also chronologically gets that all together.
Yeah.
For sure.
Plus, you can do some dusting, mate. You can get the dust happening, get rid of Nala's fur.
That's it. That's it. I'm surprised you can't hear her snoring right now.
I thought that was me. It's okay.
I've got to tell you guys, it's really demoralizing when you're trying to make a video and you're trying to be engaging and interesting, and you can hear someone snoring. Like it's like, am I this exciting?
That's it. Yeah. But, that's why we love them so much. Bloody animals.
That's it.
And the way Scott treats his toys, you might find a new accessory too hidden behind one of your cabinets. One that you lost or fired out.
Yeah. Very true. Yeah, very true.
And Andrew, what are you up to? What's coming up for you?
I think I'll be appearing on one of Matt's videos coming up.
Cheers, Retro. Thanks for coming in, mate.
Later, Enzo.
Catch you later, Enzo. Thank you.
Yeah, other than that, I'd probably just do some more. I've got some more Mattel He-Man stuff there to do. So, yeah.
Oh, yeah. That's incredible. Yep.
So true.
Well, I haven't heard any more from Mattel, so that who knows, that might have been one off.
Might be
one and done, you reckon?
Yeah,
it's still pretty cool though.
I reckon you actually did an awesome job of it. You know what I mean? So
yeah, nailed it.
And that flame, that would make you could put it in your castle wall there. and just have it on permanently on display there.
True.
Yeah, I think it's cool.
No, it was cool. Yes, well, so like as we said, yeah, I've got the video coming up with probably Scotty, like Scotty's one, the Matt's Mail. A little bit of fun with that one, recording that. It was a little bit lighthearted, wasn't it, Scott? Instead of the,
It was good fun, mate.
Yeah, it was good fun. There's so much goes through my brain with things that I'd love to do, but there's a thing called life and work. They seem to keep getting in the way of doing lots and lots of videos.
That's right.
That's it.
Otherwise, I could easily
there,
make a living out of it. All right. So thanks very much, chat, for joining us. It's been going off tonight. We really appreciate all your.
We've had a consistent 22 to 24 all night as well, which has been awesome. So it's really good.
Yeah, it's been really brilliant. We love how you guys just like interact with us and with your comments. And thanks for Gap, and also I think Rolando earlier was putting up links to channels.
Yeah, so thanks, boys.
We really appreciate that. Yeah. So if you haven't, I'm sure you all have, but if you haven't, please just go and sub to all these guys. Go and check them out on Instagram as well. And so thank you very much, everyone. We'll catch you all next time. Have a good week. Take it easy.
Have a good week.
See you later.
See you later.
Bye.